Hi, welcome back to the channel. Michelle, and today I'm going to be taking you through a day in the life of a homeschool mom. So I've done day in the life videos before where we focused on homeschooling, but this video I wanted to focus solely on being the homeschool mom and what that looks like and how I balance everything. So I'm going to take you through my day. So I get up at 6:45 a.m. It's 7 o'clock right now, and I'm going to show you kind of my morning routine. I'm not going to show you, washing my face and doing my hair because I feel like that's a waste of your time, and I'm not figuring out filming things like that. So I'm just going to show you what I've done so far. So I do have a skincare routine, and the first thing I always do is in the morning is I take my medicine. So I have an underactive thyroid, I have hypothyroidism. So I have to take my thyroid medicine with a full glass of water on an empty stomach, and I have to wait an hour till I eat. So that's the first thing I do every morning. I get up, take my medicine, and then I proceed to do my morning stuff. And I do think it's important to include this stuff because this is a little bit of self-care, something you do every day, and it becomes habitual. It only takes, maybe 5 minutes to do everything I'm going to show you right here that I use, but it does make a difference in taking care of yourself. So the first thing I do is I wash my face, and my favorite products to use are the 100% Pure. I will link up above. I used to get the subscription box, which was awesome. It's like $49 a month, but you get full-size products, as you can see here. I totally think it's worth it. The only reason I stopped getting it is because I wasn't going through the products quick enough, but I highly recommend that. But I do really like the ingredients, and 100% Pure. They're a lot more clean, and I do like that they label things gluten-free, because my youngest daughter has celiac disease, and I prefer to use products that don't contain gluten, especially as she gets older into the teen years. I know she'll have options for makeup and skincare and all those things that are gluten-free. There's only a handful of things that they have on their product line that contain gluten, and I know that because I contacted them and they immediately responded to me. But for example, one of the things I use is this lavender oat milk. I contacted them about that because oats is high risk of cross-contamination, so I wanted to know, and they said it was completely fine, the lines they used. So I will rotate between this oat milk cleanser and this cocoa bean facial scrub. This is amazing. This tastes like, it smells exactly like chocolate, which I love chocolate, so that's great. So I'll rotate between one of those, but both these came from that subscription box. It's just taken me that long to get through them. Next, I will use a facial toner, and this is what I've been using, the witch hazel unscented aloe vera. And then to moisturize, because it is winter, it's currently snowing right now, which is exciting. Vanity Cream Daily Facial Moisturizer. They also make one that has SPF in it as well. This was recommended by my dermatologist because I do have really dry skin, and that's just part of, I think, my skin and also my autoimmune condition. So I do use that. And then for my hair, so I've been dealing with hair loss for a while now, and I've been spending this past year really trying a bunch of different products, different techniques, different things to kind of help with the hair loss. So what I'm currently doing now is when I get done with my skin routine, I do my hair care routine. And again, this doesn't take long at all. So I will usually brush it out. When I go to sleep now, I usually have it in a braid, and I wear one of those hair bonnets because that helps with breakage and moisture in the scalp, because again, my scalp does get dry. I do not have issues with dandruff or anything like that. I do have a brush, exfoliating brush for my head when I shower, so that's never an issue. But especially with, really cold weather, winter, it does get drier. That bonnet does help with that. So I will wake up, do my skincare routine. I will brush my hair out with a comb. I don't use a brush anymore. Wide tooth comb, and usually it's not tangled at all because it's been in a bonnet and it's been in a braid all night. So I will brush it out, and then I've been using this product. I got this we have a store in our town that does kind of resale overstock items, and I'm pretty sure this was a Sam's Club item because they get a ton of stuff from Sam's Club. But this is a thickening and hair growth serum, and I only got it because I figured worst case scenario, it's got oils in it, which will help with the moisture of my scalp and hair, because dry hair is something that I've been dealing with and noticed that it's been causing some hair loss as well. And it was only 20 bucks for 2 of these bottles. So I've been using this for about a month, and they say it takes about 3 months to see any real difference when you're trying new hair care growth products. So I will continue to update. I do plan on making a video in January, kind of my hair loss journey and the things that have worked, things that haven't worked. But this is bay leaf stimulating. It's got rosemary, peppermint oil. And again, all you do is you wet the top of your head and scalp, and then you put a couple drops of this on it and you massage it in. You can see it's a dropper like that. And it's going really well. I haven't had any dry scalp issues, especially with the weather getting colder. So I will do that, and then I will re-braid my hair for the day, because again, this helps with breakage. It's a safe way to put your hair up and not cause any damage, and I don't like hair on my face all day. So that's what I've been doing. And again, it takes what, maybe 5-10 minutes to do my skin and hair, but it does really make a difference. So I wanted to talk about it on here because I think those little things make a difference in your day. So it's, like I said, 7 a.m. I'm gonna go downstairs. Every morning my husband makes breakfast for the kids. That's his way of helping me, so I can do the things I need to do. I will probably eat later again because I take my medicine. I have to wait an hour. But I will go straight into making lunches for this afternoon. This is our first day back to homeschool after our Thanksgiving break. It's December 2nd. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's a smooth transition. We usually do have smooth transitions, but the Thanksgiving and holiday prep stuff was pretty crazy this past week. So we'll see if everyone can slide back into routine easily, but I'm gonna go downstairs. My kids are all awake. They all get up between 6:30 and 7 a.m. So I'm up always between 6:30 and 7 a.m. So I'm gonna go make lunches and I'll show you what I make for the kids. This is Monday's lunch. I have an 8-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 4-year-old. So they just have a mix of carrots, celery, and peppers. We got these pretzels recently and the kids all really like them. It's the first time I saw them. The Snack Factory gluten-free everything. This is some matzah we made for Thanksgiving. It's chocolate caramel and the cracker is gluten-free matzah. And then this is the Enjoy Life, the chocolate and the white chocolate. And then peanut butter and jelly, although my 8-year-old likes peanut butter and butter. My 11-year-old likes peanut butter and jelly. And then my 4-year-old likes peanut butter and jelly. But these will go in the fridge, and when they finish their morning work, their lunches will be ready and they don't have to wait on me to make lunch. So I'm going to work on my breakfast now. My husband put it on top of here for me, and then on my chore, I do have chores I take care of every day that I focus on, and that's in the morning. So Monday is water plants, Tuesday is dusting, Wednesday is cleaning out the fridge, any expired food, and wiping down the inside of the fridge, and Lysoling doorknobs, light switches. Thursday is sheets, and if it's not, doing all the sheets in the house, the bedding, and then I'll do focused area I want. Like last week it was doing the walls, wiping all the walls down because of fingerprints and dirt and everything that comes from children, and Friday is always bathrooms. But right now my kids are working on their chores. This is their chore chart on our fridge, and I will link above how we do chores. They pick their chores for the week. My oldest has to clean under the couches, and then she has shredding. Things that they have to do no matter what is there's a load of laundry that I put in every morning. I've already done that. They will fold it when it's done, put it away. They have to clean up their rooms, and of course hair, teeth. I don't put that kind of stuff on my 11-year-old because she knows that. 8-year-old, she has dishwasher this week, so she will unload the dishwasher every morning. As the day goes through, we load our dishes directly into the dishwasher, so there's not a sink full of dishes. And then her second job is dust. And then my 4-year-old, his job is to wipe the windows. Yeah. But this does help keep everyone on track for chores, and it kind of eases what I have to take care of, as well as I was saying before, that balance. So if my kids want to earn money for chores, what I just showed you, they don't earn money for. That's their responsibilities. I do have this control journal from the Fly Lady method. I'll link that down below. But it goes over different zones in your house, and that's how we do our cleaning. And I have adjusted this a little bit to meet the needs of our house. So you can see here, my oldest chooses to do 3 additional chores every week to earn allowance. So you can see she's done everything in our living room and family room. She's finished that zone. And when a zone is completely done, I will just wipe this because it's in sheet protectors. As you can see here, I will just redo it. The reason they earn allowance is they are doing more complicated chores than just picking things up. Washing baseboards, things like that, and dusting. But again, this is how I balance doing some of those bigger chores because my kids are completely capable of helping. And again, this is optional for chores, for money allowance, and my 11-year-old always does it. So it is 8:30, I've had breakfast, I've watered the plants, I just finished making my bed. That's something I do when I'm up here watering the plants. I do move the covers when we first wake up to kind of let the body heat dissipate because especially in winter, it gets really warm and it's good to let your mattress breathe. So I did that and it's time to start school. So my 4-year-old starts at 8:30 and then my girls usually start at 9 a.m., but they've been starting earlier than that lately. My 11-year-old is already downstairs working. She's working through most of her independent work and waiting for me for math. All right, I thought I would show what everybody got in their advent calendar. So this is my 4-year-old. He has a little elf on the shelf one. So yesterday he got the elf, and today for number 2 he got the airplane. And then my 11-year-old has the mini brand one. Hers today was a mini brand. And then my 8-year-old has the Disney Princess books. So this was her book today, The Princess and the Frog. And then for mine, I have the tea advent calendar.
Ooh, you did today.
Today is Cozy Cocoa.
Wait, that's for real tea?
Yeah, it's tea.
Real tea?
I do like that in the back it tells you if it contains caffeine because I'm not a big caffeine person, so if I'm going to drink it, it has to be in the morning. I can't drink caffeine in the afternoon or I won't sleep. So I will make that sometime this morning.
This one smells good.
Alright, so my 11-year-old has read her chapter in her health. She has done her punctuation, which I will correct. Now it's time to do math. So we just went over the math lesson. She's going to attempt some problems in the lesson by herself, and I'm going to check them while I go work with my 4-year-old. Alright, so this is what my 4-year-old has to do. He has his name tracing. I just have it turned over because in my videos I don't share my kids' names or their faces. I don't think the internet's the place for kids here. He has his All About Reading Level 1 cards to practice. Because we've had a week off, we're just going to do the cards today because it's been a week since he's done them. So he's going to work on that. He's get set for the code. He has already started that, so he's going to work through that. He's going to work through this. He's ready for Math with Confidence kindergarten, but I don't want to start him until January just because we're going to be taking a Christmas break, a week during Christmas, and I don't want to have to restart him. So he's just going to work through this, although I do think he is definitely ready to move on. And then we have our core knowledge. He has started kindergarten level for core knowledge. We are in nursery rhymes. He is currently working on his tracing sheet. Well, I think he's jumping over it so he doesn't get burned. But that's our rhyme. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick, right? So it says Jack be nimble. What do you think it means to be nimble? What does nimble mean?
You jump.
You think it means jump? It means to move quickly. Why do you think he wants to move quickly? Why do you think? Go ahead.
So you're not going to fail.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get on fire. That's why he's probably moving quick. So Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumps over the candlestick. So you want to act that out? Can you go get one of your place candlesticks? Hold on. So luckily we have a bunch of candlesticks for our Christmas decorations. We have the Kid Craft wooden ones. So he's going to act out. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumps over the candlestick. Ready? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Good job! So while he's working on that, I'm going to check my daughter's 3 math problems, my 11-year-old, and then go work with my 8-year-old. But I figured I'd show you guys their December schedules. Not very different from what our previous schedules were, except the only difference is instead of election study, we're doing our European Christmas. So we are on Monday. This is my 8-year-old. This is my 11-year-old. And this is the sheet for my 4-year-old that he marks off and our calendar. But that's what it's looking like now. So while Barry jumps over candlesticks, I'm going to work on math with my 8-year-old. We're going to do the lesson together, and then she'll start doing the workbook independently. So we just finished the lesson. She's going to move on to the workbook. And again, during my prep on Saturday, I already go through and mark how many problems I want her to do for each, because this is her independent work. So I'm going to go check in with my 11-year-old, see if she has any questions about her math work. If not, I'm going to go back to working with my 4-year-old. This is the period of juggling 3 different kids. All right, she's working away on that. I'm going to go work my 4-year-old. So Barry finally jumped over the candlestick. So that's the only part we had for that lesson today, which is quick and short.
Mommy.
Nursery rhymes. Is Barry going to jump over the candlesticks? All right. Barry, be nimble. Barry, be quick. Barry, jump over the candlestick. Okay. Is he going to do it? Barry, be nimble. Barry, be quick. Barry, jump over the candlestick. Good job, Barry! Woo! Oh, that was a big jump. Oh, big one on the toe there. What is that?
Book.
Okay. Very good.
Pie.
You ready? Oh, Barry's doing them? All right, which one does Barry want to start with?
This Barry name, and this Barry's name, and this my name.
Okay, so pick one for Barry. S-at.
And
S-at. Listen.
sat.
Very good, Barry. Woo!
Whee!
Barry got that one. Now it's your turn. Do you need Barry to help you? S-a-m. S-a-m.
Sam.
Good job! Woo!
Whee!
All right, Barry's turn. N-at. What's that last one? What's that last letter? Can you help Barry? N-at.
Pup.
P. Thank you. N-ap. N-ap.
Map.
Now map. N.
Nap.
Nap. Woo! All right.
Me.
Point to the stool that has only one toy above it. Which stool only has one toy?
This one.
All right. Point to the stool that has 2 toys above it.
This one.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Can you find the one that has 2?
This one.
Very good. All right, so my 4-year-old always ends with calendar, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Saturday.
Today is...
Hey, you're not test me.
Ooh. All right, today is Monday, December. What comes after 1?
2.
2. Do you want to put the 2 in, or do you want me to put it in?
Mommy, I said 2, so we put it in. We didn't want, then you want to put it in.
Very good. So today is
Mommy, 1, 2, 3,
Tuesday.
4, 5,
Yep.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Very good. Today's okay. Hold on.
18, 19.
Today. Yeah, that's Christmas down there. So today is Monday, December 2nd. But that's when we get to open presents. Today is Monday, December 2nd. All right, so when I work with my other kids, my 4-year-old really likes to watch Leapfrog movies, so he's chosen the Lemonade. And again, these are on a bunch of different streaming devices. You don't have to actually pay for it. So he's going to do that while I work with my other 2. All right, so it's almost 10 o'clock. My 8-year-old has finished her workbook and we went through it for corrections. She's finished her handwriting independently, so we're gonna do our first language lessons. All right, so we're gonna be talking about pronouns today and picking them out. I don't like the definition and the way they have it in this, so we actually use Grammar Island. So we're gonna review pronouns are quick little words we say when we do not want to say a whole long noun. So do you remember what a noun is? So instead of saying Robert Louis Stevenson, that's a really big name, right? We can just say he. Okay? Look, we can replace the long noun Grizzlebones, that's the name of a cat, with the little pronoun it. So instead of saying Grizzlebones, we can say it. Is it quicker to use it or Grizzlebones? Yeah, so when we see our pronouns, they're going to be aqua, which is a type of blue. Let's look at here. These are our nouns, okay? So we could say Michael Clay Thompson, or he could say
I.
Mortimer, that's a big name, right?
He.
Or he. Isabel.
She.
Grasshopper.
It.
Long John Silver. It is 10:17. I just helped my daughter with a part of her lightning literature. She's getting ready to do IEW. So I am working with my 8-year-old to do her core knowledge, listening and learning grade 3. And for this, we are doing just kind of a pausing point, which is a mid-review, which is good because we've had this last week off, that going over a review would be good. So we're gonna use some of this. I don't do every single review in here because I don't think we need to go through every single image card. I don't think we need to do as much as you would in a classroom setting necessarily, but we do usually do the riddles. We're gonna do some word work and refer to some of the pictures. And then our activity is we're gonna be doing the Venn diagram activity. And again, I printed this during that 6 weeks, because we do the Sabbath schedule, so 6-7 weeks on, and then we have a week off. When I have a week off, I do print out all the things needed for them, so it's just in her folder and ready to go. Again, a time saver. I don't want to waste our time printing things on the go when I can have those things already prepared, so we can smoothly just transition in to the next thing. And then we will try to do the creating a lights, or do one of these. Create a light spectrum, create a sundial. Although given that we're in the middle of winter, that might not be the best idea. Although the horse farm we go to has a sundial that we've used before, so she's familiar with that. So looking at these, we're going to talk about the sundial because we're going to the horse farm on Wednesday for a lesson. So we're going to talk about that specifically there. And then she actually has a periscope. She did that with a kiwi crate not too long ago, where you have to assemble it and then you do the puzzle looking through it. So she's familiar with the periscope already. So we are just going to try this light spectrum.
Mommy.
Okay, put it on the counter, please. Where do you think you need to move it? Okay, why is it working right there?
Because it goes here, bounces off, goes to the wall.
Very good. All right, it's 10:33. My 8-year-old has done her math, handwriting. We didn't do all about reading 3. We got to do that still. So we'll do that and then lunch, okay? She did her first language lessons. We did her core knowledge 3rd grade. So she's going to do all about reading, level 3 for lunch. Then we'll break for lunch. And then she'll have Spanish and history. My 11-year-old has finished math. She has finished health. She has done her vocab. We still have phonetic zoo to do. She's done her light English. She's currently working IEW. So after IEW, she'll probably break for lunch, and then we'll do phonetic zoo. All right, for this lesson, so she's going to do her card review, and then we're going to do this practice sheet before she gets ready to read the story. These will be the only 2 things we do today. Tomorrow, she'll start reading the story. All right, it's 10:40. My 11-year-old has finished IEW, and she's having lunch. My 4-year-old is also having lunch. Again, we get up super early. Lunch happens earlier. So we just did review cards, and she asked that I don't film her reading, which I respect completely. So she got all these right without any hesitation, and it's been a week since we did these, so I'm going to move these into her occasionally review because she's got these, and these will stay in review every day. So now we're going to work on the sheet. Again, out of privacy and respect, I'm not going to film her reading that. All right, it's 11 o'clock. My oldest has finished lunch. She's working on her zone cleaning. She has to dust the family room. I am having a snack. I made my tea. It's cooling down. Other two kids are eating lunch. So I'm going to go do corrections for my oldest. This, we just talk about the chapter that she read. This I have to go through and correct. I have to go through her math workbook and correct that. We've already done lightning literature. We did a section of it together, so I don't need to correct that. After that, we need to do the next lesson in phonetic zoo. And then once the other two finish, my 8-year-old has to still finish Spanish, and then we'll do history group subject. It is 11:22. We're going over phonetic zoo. Right now, we're just doing a preview of the list of words to see what she knows, and then I just add the words she doesn't know on here, and those are the ones we will practice. All right, it's 11:30. We are starting with history. We are now starting volume 2 in Core Knowledge United States History. So we are starting with immigration, industrialization. We're going to read the chapter, go through the discussion and questions. I already have the lessons planned out and printed. That's something I did with that, 1 week off. Also, all the sheets that go with the chapters we'll be covering are in here. I have the reader up on my big Mac computer, and then I have the teacher guide on my Samsung tablet that has the questions and refers to links and things like that. So they are welcome to craft or draw or color while we're doing history to keep their hands busy. As long as they're engaged and listening, that's not an issue.
I'm listening.
You are listening, good job. So we are done with, all we have for Monday is history. Tuesday, we have history Monday through Thursday, and then additional group subjects. Tuesday is art. Wednesday is our European Christmas study. Thursday is science, and Friday is philosophy on top of history. So that's kind of how our group subjects break down. They have their normal things they have every day, but those are our extras. So the only thing left to do is my 8-year-old still has to do Spanish with me. My kids wanted to show what they've been working on. My 8-year-old wanted to show her snowflakes. That's what she's been cutting out during history. And then we were talking about mosaics, how the America was called a melting pot, how a better terminology would be a salad of mosaics. So my 11-year-old made a dragon puppy out of little pieces that she put together, which I think turned out really cute. It's 12:17. We're starting Spanish. She's doing Song School Spanish Book 2. We're starting a new chapter. So first we're going to go over her pile of vocabulary words. She does these. She makes the cards herself. And then we'll start chapter 9. So how I've been breaking it up is I'll have her do half the vocabulary cards this week, and she'll do the other half next week. And then we will do half of the pages this week and then half the next week. So we will listen to the song this week and next week. So pretty much we take a chapter, we take 2 weeks on it. She will do this page and this page. And the next week she will do this page and the chapter activity review, which is in the teacher guide in the back. It has extension activities. So I've already, again, in that prep time I have for that week off, I print all those things and copy those things so I don't waste my time right now trying to do that. It is 12:35. We are completely done with school today. So my 4-year-old's doing his TV time. My 11-year-old's upstairs doing crafting of some sort. And my 8-year-old is picking up her room, because again, the other two already did that to get their electronic time. My 8-year-old is picking up her room, and then she will do some electronic time, and then I'm assuming they're going to go out because it's snowing. They're going to go out today. But for me, I'm going to heat up my lunch, which is taco rice, salad, It was taco night last night with Spanish rice. It's really good. So I'm going to heat that up in the toaster oven for myself. And I have been drinking my cocoa tea. I can definitely tell it's caffeinated because I'm feeling caffeinated. But after lunch, I'm going to bring up that basket of clothes for the kids to fold and put away. It just finished. It needed another dry cycle. Had some jeans and stuff in it. So they'll fold that while they watch TV and put it away. And then during my lunch break, I will check my email, check Facebook, check socials, that kind of stuff. So it's 12:35 and this is the first time I've checked my social media. And that's on purpose because, like I said, school is a priority. Getting through school, having my main focus be school is what needs to be done first. So this is kind of my reward. We're done with school. Now it's my chill time for the next hour, and the kids have their chill time for the next hour. But that is my current plan. And I did want to point out, because I've made that effort of, chores in the morning, cleaning up during the day, my house isn't destroyed. So I don't have to muster up the energy after a day of homeschooling to clean the house, because my kids are doing their part because they're fully capable members of this house. And my kitchen isn't destroyed. I do have the dishes from lunch, their lunch boxes to wash, but that's it. I don't have a sink full of dishes. Counters are relatively clean. The dining room's clean. Living room, family room are all clean. So now I can just relax and I don't have to worry about a messy house. So that would be kind of one of my tips, is really schedule in those times. And it does become habitual that the kids are just so used to, okay, this is what I do before I get TV and tablet. The house is picked up, toys are put away. It's not a fight. I don't have to yell at people to get things done. And by the end of the day, it's only, close to 1 o'clock, but I don't have to spend my free time doing that now because it's already being done. So it's 1 o'clock, just finished lunch, looked at social media, all that. Went through my mail, having a cookie for my treat. These are left over from Thanksgiving. My in-laws, near them is a gluten-free bakery. If you didn't know, my 8-year-old daughter has celiac disease, so we're a gluten-free household. But they have dairy-free and gluten-free bakery options there. So my father-in-law always makes sure to bring me a big box of cupcakes and cookies and things I can eat. So I'm eating that. But I was going through my mail, my first Christmas card, and that's what this thing here is. You can see the little clothespins on them. I put all of our Christmas cards on display. That's how we do it. But this is from House of Hope. I love that it's handmade. But I figured I'd share this because that's one of the donations I made using the money from this channel. So this is your guys' Christmas card too. But I'm going to put that up. But I figured while I was eating my cookie, I'd talk about how I think our first day back from Thanksgiving break went. I think it went really well. I could definitely tell my kids were tired, and that's to be expected. Normally our breaks are just normal breaks. It's not necessarily over a holiday, and this one was over a holiday. So we had Thanksgiving, and then we do have some Christmas activities immediately following Thanksgiving. We decorate the entire house. We do some stuff with family. So it was a long week, so I can understand their tiredness. But I do think people tend to underestimate kids and their abilities. I didn't feel like we need to on-ramp or slowly introduce things back. They're fully capable of doing all the things they were previously doing. And I think that kind of shows it today. Even doing their full load of work, my oldest was done by noon. My 8-year-old was done a little later than that. That's fully, within their realm of doing. 4-year-old didn't faze him at all. He jumped right back into things, no issues, no complaining. He was happy to get back to it. 11-year-old, she was a bit tired just because her workload is longer, but again, no complaints, no pushing back, nothing. She finished well before the rest of us and even chose to start early. And then my 8-year-old, definitely, I could tell she was getting tired towards Spanish. But again, she's fully capable of doing all these things, and I think people underestimate kids sometimes and dumb it down or make it too easy. And it's okay to give them the full workload. I think everyone did really well. There's no attitude. I mean, they are kind of crazy right now, running around playing, but that's just being kids. But school-wise, they did an awesome job. And they got the laundry done, so no complaints here. Everything's going really well so far. It's 2:10. Came inside. I didn't make it outside very long. The kids are playing in the backyard. I can see them from the back patio. They're shoveling snow for fun. but I figured I'd show you what I'm going to be doing. Again, this is part of the taking time for yourself. We finished school, the house is clean, now it's time for me. I'm sitting down in my semi-quiet family room. I have my Christmas ambience going with the crackling fireplace. And I'm going to read. So I have the book, We'll Save the Planet, a climate justice primer for activists and change makers. And then this is my Once Upon a Book Club December book, Through the Snow Globe. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to read a little bit of this as well. It's 3:26. The kids just came in from playing in the snow, so I'm going to make them some cocoa. I've been reading this entire time. I finished this book. It wasn't very long, as you can see, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was talking about climate change and racial injustice and capitalism. It was an interesting take on addressing climate change issues going forward. And I'm currently reading my other book. I am on chapter 5, and I'm enjoying it. It's very seasonal, but that is what I'm doing now. So the cocoa's ready. You can see here, and I made one for myself as well. So I'm going to go back to reading. My 8-year-old and 4-year-old are doing tablet. They had gone straight outside, so they didn't do their tablet earlier. My oldest is off doing her own thing, and like I said, I'm going back to reading. And I think that sometimes routines and structure and schedules get a bad rap, and that having too much structure is a negative thing. But one of the reasons when I want to do this video is there is a lot of freedom that comes with structure and routine and schedules. That if I want to spend 3 hours on a Monday reading, I can do that because I'm not feeling guilty that I don't have laundry done, or there's dishes in the sink, or this isn't done, or that isn't done, because all those things have been scheduled or done already. Like I said, I did my chores this morning. There's a time for the other things to be done. So there's not this weight or heaviness on me that I need to do this or this or this, that I can sit down and actually enjoy doing things for myself. So I did want to share that as well, that I do think structure, routines can be really helpful and really freeing for a lot of people. It is 5 o'clock. I finished reading around 4:20, but I need to stop and make dinner because my 8-year-old has gymnastics tonight, so she needs to eat and have time to digest before doing gymnastics. So I'm going to start doing that, and we're just having pasta, keeping it simple tonight. All right, here is dinner. It is almost 6 o'clock. My husband just took my 8-year-old to gymnastics, and he usually takes my 4-year-old as well, because he likes to watch the gymnastics, and it gives me a break. But my oldest is watching her TV time right now, and I'm going to actually start uploading some of the clips that I filmed today, just to start editing it, because the videos that you do, like day in the lives, where are multiple video clips, it does take longer to kind of stitch them together, edit them together. So I'm going to start uploading those onto my computer and putting them into iMovie to start organizing things to make it easier, so I can hopefully have this video out by Thursday, because that's my plan. So I'm going to work on that for a while. It is almost 7 o'clock. My other 2 kids should be home soon. So I am going to eat another cookie. This is kind of like a whoopie pie. It's gluten-free, dairy-free. I'm going to eat that, and I'm going to watch some YouTube now. It took me a good hour to edit that video, and it's already over 40 minutes long, and I haven't even finished it yet. But it did take some time to cut those clips down. So I'm going to watch some Vlogmas on YouTube and check in later. It is 8:30, so I'm going to take my vitamin. And I've been taking the Mega Food Skin, Nails, and Hair too for a while, again to help with that hair regrowth. Spent the last hour playing video games with the kids on the Switch, and then kids went to bed at 8:30. So my husband and I are going to watch TV probably for the next hour. So it's 10 o'clock. I'm getting ready for bed now. I'm going to do the same thing I did this morning. I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my face, same products, and do the same thing with my hair, where I will brush it, put the hair oil in, braid it, and get ready for bed. But I hope this gives you an idea of kind of what a day in my life looks like as a homeschool parent, and how I balance and prioritize things in my everyday. So, as always, thank you for watching.